31st, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And a lot of people out there might want to see that snow after all this heat, right?
Yes, it's very hot at this point. Well, we're used to. And today will be a little bit warmer than yesterday. We'll reach the upper 80s.
Yeah, very steamy.
Yes, but it's not humid, so I think it should be fine.
Yeah.
So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are once again in the 50s this morning. We have 56 degrees in Whitesboro and Earlville, and we're a little bit cooler to the south. We're in the upper 40s, 49 degrees in Cooperstown. But we are dry on our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and today's going to be a dry day once again with sunshine, and it's going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday as we reach the upper 80s and then near 90 tomorrow. So pretty hot weather for this week. We'll still be in the upper 80s for Friday, but that's our next chance of seeing a passing shower or thunderstorm later in the day on Friday that will cool us down a little bit for the weekend. So for today, expect sunshine, upper 80s with calm wind speeds, but no humidity. I will talk a little bit more about the hot weather coming up, Gary.
Anna, thank you. Let's get right to it now. Utica police have made an arrest.
Welcome back. It is going to get pretty warm today. It will be warmer than yesterday. We'll reach the upper 80s, and then tomorrow we'll reach 90. So it's our first 90-degree day of the year. We usually only have a couple of these, around 5 to 6, so we're having it pretty early on this season. Then on Friday, we'll still be in the upper 80s. We do see a passing shower or thunderstorm come in later in the afternoon and evening. That does cool us down a little bit for Saturday, so we'll be back in the mid to upper 70s for the weekend and the beginning of next week. So if you did want to plant your garden or if you have to water anything, I would definitely water today and tomorrow. Maybe Friday and Saturday, we do see once again a passing shower. Friday evening, passing thunderstorm possible, and it may linger a little bit into Saturday, but then we do look to dry out on Sunday. So here's what it's looking like for the weekend. We'll be dry on Sunday with sunshine. We'll be in the 70s. 70s again on Saturday, but there is the possibility of a few showers. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A report released from the state comptroller.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with sunshine once again this morning, and we are going to be a little bit warmer today than yesterday. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. Should be a nice sunrise to start. We are seeing no clouds in the sky once again. We are pretty mild. Most of our temperatures are in the 50s. We are a little bit cooler to the south. So we have 56 degrees in Whitesboro, 57 degrees in Deansboro. If we look to the south, we're a little bit cooler. We do have 44 degrees in Skanevis and 48 degrees in Norwich. But we are still dry this morning. This is our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and not seeing any wind. It's going to be a little bit warmer today than yesterday. We will reach the upper 80s, but we won't see humidity once again. We will continue to see sunshine both today and tomorrow. It actually gets pretty hot. Tomorrow will be near 90, and then as we head into Friday and the weekend, we do see some clouds move in as a cold front approaches Friday evening. So a passing shower or thunderstorm is possible Friday evening, and a few showers are possible Saturday. We are going to be seeing some sunshine though, and we will cool down a little bit more for the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. But overall, still really nice days to spend outside. Today and tomorrow, it's going to be pretty hot though. It's going to be even warmer tomorrow. And then Friday will still be in the upper 80s before those showers and thunderstorms come in later in the afternoon and evening due to that cold front. So that will cool us down for the weekend, but pretty hot days coming up today through Friday, but no humidity, so it is feeling okay outside. The only thing is that we are going to be seeing some wildfire smoke from Nova Scotia with the way the wind is going to be blowing. It is possible to see a little bit of a haze in the sky this evening and tomorrow morning, and this will be possible especially in Otsego County. This smoke is closer to in our atmosphere, so it is possible that we could be seeing some air quality issues in Otsego County this evening and tomorrow morning. Once again, tomorrow we will be seeing a 90-degree day. That is possible, and these only happen usually a couple times of the summer season, so it is happening actually pretty early for this time of year. So once again, it's going to get pretty warm tomorrow. So on our skycast today, we do reach the upper 80s. So at noon, we'll already be in the low 80s, and then once again, upper 80s for the high temperature with some sun, very calm wind speeds, but no humidity. Tonight, we'll drop into the 50s again, so it remains clear but mild, and tomorrow will get warmer. At noon tomorrow, already in the mid 80s, 90 degrees for the high temperature with sun. So for today, expect sunshine, calm wind speeds, upper 80s, and then we fall into the mid 50s tonight. Then tomorrow will really warm up. It's actually going to feel hot, 90 degrees, not humid though. Then on Friday, we'll be seeing upper 80s again, a passing shower, thunderstorm later in the evening with a few showers Saturday morning, Gary.
So the first 90 of the year on the 7-day.
Yes, so we only see usually like 5 to 6 of them of the season, so it's happening pretty early.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hannah, thanks. The time right now is 5:21. Still ahead on Sunrise, American Airlines joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And where did May go?
I don't know.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, my goodness.
But now it's my birthday month, June tomorrow,
Yeah.
so I'm excited.
I can't wait for it either.
Yes, but it's going to be hot this week, upper 80s today, and then 90 tomorrow.
Yeah, 90 in the forecast.
Yes. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are in the 50s. We have 56 degrees in Whitesboro and 55 degrees in Earlville, but we're a little bit cooler to the south, just 48 degrees in Cooperstown. Still dry on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. We will continue to see sunshine again today, and it's going to be a little bit warmer. We'll be in the upper 80s, so actually it's going to feel pretty high outside. Tomorrow, near 90, so same thing tomorrow, but it's not going to be humid, so that's good about these next couple of days. Our next chance for seeing a brief shower or passing thunderstorm looks to be Friday evening, and after that, we cool down into the 70s for the weekend. But for today, expect sunshine, upper 80s, low humidity, and calm wind speeds. I will talk a little bit more about this hot weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. The federal government has just under a week to avoid.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. This morning we are pretty mild again. We are measuring 54 degrees at the Rivers Park Airport in Rome, and we are seeing sunshine. Today will be a little bit warmer than yesterday. We'll actually reach the upper 80s, and then we'll be a lot warmer tomorrow. We'll reach near 90 degrees tomorrow. So it's getting pretty hot, but once again, it's not going to be humid. It's actually going to feel okay outside. It's not going to be like a typical summer day in July or August where it's really humid. We'll be in the upper 80s again on Friday. Then a cold front moves through Friday night that does cool us down for the weekend and brings in our next chance of some showers and possibly a thunderstorm Friday evening and Saturday morning. But the sunshine continues. We'll be seeing some sun on Friday as well. Same thing for Saturday, but then Friday night, Saturday morning, the chance of those thunderstorms and showers. It's really heating up today and tomorrow and Friday. And once again, that next chance of rain is Friday night. Gary.
Anna, thank you. The federal government has just under a week.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with clear skies and sunshine this morning, and it's going to be a little bit warmer today than yesterday. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. A nice sunrise to start. We are already pretty mild. We're in the 50s mostly, and then today is going to be a really nice day once again, just a little bit warmer than yesterday. So our temperatures at this point are in the 50s for most of the Mohawk Valley, 55 degrees in Whitesboro, 57 degrees in Deansboro, and if we take a look to the south, we're a little bit cooler. We have 44 degrees in Skenevis and 49 degrees in Norwich. We are still dry on the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. No wind once again for today. It's going to get hot. We'll be in the upper 80s, but no humidity is expected. So we are going to be seeing sunshine once again for today and tomorrow. Tomorrow it's actually going to get even warmer. We'll be reaching 90 degrees tomorrow, but the good news about these 2 hot days is that we're seeing no humidity. Then as we head into Friday and Saturday, we see some clouds come in. We're still going to be seeing sun for most of Friday, but then a cold front approaches Friday evening. That does bring in the chance of some showers and some thunderstorms, and those showers do linger a little bit into Saturday morning, but then we clear out Saturday for for some sunshine. It's just going to be a little bit cooler. That heat will finally break and we'll be in the 70s over the weekend. But over the next couple of days, I would definitely say yes to spending time outside. It's just going to be hot. We'll be in the upper 80s today, 90 tomorrow, and upper 80s again on Friday. But overall, still nice days, still seeing sunshine and warm weather for the end of May. We are seeing some more wildfire smoke, though, so some more wildfires have sparked up in Nova Scotia. It is possible to see a little bit of a haze in the sky this evening and tomorrow morning, and this will be possible especially for Otsego County. So what it is looking like, we are going to be seeing some haze and some smoke this evening, and it's going to be closer to the surface. So air quality issues may spark up, especially for Otsego County, but the good news is that this does look to clear out on this graphic tomorrow morning. Once again, tomorrow we'll reach near 90, seeing some sunshine. We only see a couple of these days for the season, around 5 to 6, so it is pretty early to start seeing this warm weather so soon. But for the rest of today, we'll be pretty warm. At noon today, we'll reach the low 80s and then the upper 80s for the high temperature later. As for tonight, we'll remain clear and we'll just drop into the mid 50s. Tomorrow, once again, no humidity, but it's going to get warm. Upper 80s already at noon and then 90 for the high temperature with some sun. So for the rest of today, expect sunshine. We'll reach the upper 80s. We'll see calm wind speeds, but no humidity. And then tonight, we'll remain clear as a low falls into the mid 50s. Tomorrow is our warmest day of the week, 90 degrees. It's going to be hot, but it's not going to be humid. Then we'll be in the upper 80s for Friday. A cold front approaches Friday evening. That does bring in some showers and thunderstorms. Gary.
So change is a-coming.
Yes, because then after that, it cools down a little bit for the weekend.
That's for sure. Hannah, thank you. The time right now, 5:49.
Welcome back. It is going to get very warm today. We'll be in the upper 80s and then 90 tomorrow with sunshine. We'll continue to be warm on Friday, but then a cold front moves in Friday evening. That does bring in the possibility of a passing shower or thunderstorm, and it cools us down for the weekend back into the 70s, but we're still well above average for this time of year. And if you did want to garden or water your plants, I would definitely say yes to water for today and tomorrow, as it will be hot and dry. Then as we head into Friday and Saturday, maybe need to water Friday during the day and then maybe Saturday later, because we see a passing shower or thunderstorm possible Friday evening and then into Saturday morning. Then we do dry out for Sunday. So looking at the weekend, it looks like Sunday will be dry with sunshine, a little bit cooler. Will also be cooler on Saturday, but we do have the chance of seeing a few showers Saturday morning. Gary.
And thanks, a report released from the state comptroller.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out pretty mild this morning with some sun, and it is going to be even warmer today than yesterday. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. Nice sunrise to start. We are mostly in the 50s, so pretty mild once again, and then we'll reach the upper 80s this afternoon. Our sky watchers have us at 59 degrees in Deerfield, 54 degrees in Clinton and New Hartford. Take a look to the south. It's a little bit cooler. We have 49 degrees in Milford and 47 degrees in Hartwick and in Lawrence. But today we really are going to warm up. We'll reach the upper 80s this afternoon. We'll also remain dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We will be seeing sunshine. We'll get pretty hot, but we won't be seeing any humidity and we won't be seeing any wind. The sunshine continues tomorrow, so does the low humidity and the calm wind speeds. Then we start to see some clouds move in for Friday and Saturday. So it still is going to be sunny for most of Friday and warm in the upper 80s, but then the cold front moves in Friday evening. That does bring in the possibility of a passing shower or passing thunderstorm and a few passing showers lingering into Saturday morning. But because of this cold front moving through Friday evening, it cools down into the 70s over the weekend. So so it won't be as hot. But if you did want to spend time outside, still nice days over the weekend, still a few nice days right now. Today, tomorrow, Friday will be pretty warm with sunshine. Upper 80s today and Friday, and then 90 degrees tomorrow. So actually it's going to get pretty hot, but it's not going to be humid like we would typically see in July or August. We are going to be seeing some haze though, so we are seeing some more wildfires that have sparked up in Nova Scotia. With the way the wind is blowing, it is possible to see some haze moving in tonight and tomorrow morning. And it is going to be a little bit closer to the surface than last time, so air quality issues could be a problem for especially Otsego County. We can see here with the way the wind is blowing, this is going to affect mostly Otsego County with some haze, a little bit of haze in the Mohawk Valley as well, but it looks to clear out by tomorrow later in the day. And once again, tomorrow is going to be the hottest day of the week, 90 degrees. We only see a couple of these per season, so it is pretty rare to be seeing it this early. So 90 degrees possible tomorrow. So as for today, we will reach the upper 80s. At noon, we'll be in the low 80s. And then once again, upper 80s for the high temperature with sunshine. Tonight we'll just drop to the 50s with clear skies, so pretty mild again overnight. And then tomorrow we'll heat up even more. We'll already be in the mid 80s at noon, 90 degrees for the high temperature with sunshine and low humidity. So for today, also expect low humidity with sunshine, calm wind speeds, and we'll be in the upper 80s, and then we'll be in the mid 50s tonight. Tomorrow, 90 degrees, the hottest day of the week. We'll still be in the upper 80s with some sun on Friday, but a cold front moves in at night, brings in a few showers, possibly a thunderstorm. Some showers linger into Saturday morning, Gary.
And a hot one for the ride for missing children.
Yes, definitely. Friday, it's going to be upper 80s again.
Yeah, be careful out there.
Yes.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And as we are about to say goodbye to May, it's probably one of the nicest Mays we've ever seen.
Yes, it's getting pretty warm. It was warm last week. It's warm this week, so with sunshine too.
Yeah, quite a stretch.
Yes, I love it. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are in the 50s, so we're pretty mild already this morning. We have 54 degrees in Westmoreland, Whitesboro, and in Earlville. And we are still dry on our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. We are tracking sunshine once again today, and it's going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday as we reach the upper 80s. It's going to get hot tomorrow. We'll be near 90, but the good thing about this heat is that we're not seeing any humidity, so it's just hot. It's not humid. Then we'll still see upper 80s on Friday. The cold front moves through in the evening, brings in a passing shower or thunderstorm, and that cools us down a little bit for the weekend. So for today, expect sunshine, upper 80s, calm winds, and low humidity. I will talk a little bit more about this hot weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. The federal government has
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. This morning we are measuring 54 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. We are seeing sunshine today and will warm up a little bit warmer than yesterday. We'll actually reach the upper 80s today. Then tomorrow we reach near 90, still seeing sunshine, and the upper 80s on Friday. But we're not going to be humid, so it's not going to feel too uncomfortable outside. A cold front moves through Friday evening, bringing in a passing shower or thunderstorm, and that cools us down into the 70s over the weekend. So it is going to get pretty hot for both today and tomorrow. We will continue seeing sunshine though, and then we see our next chance of rain Friday evening. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. In your health, doctors are keeping a closer eye on a little
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with sunshine this morning, and it is going to be sunny and even warmer than yesterday today. So let's take a look at downtown Utica. We are seeing clear blue skies to start. It is already pretty mild this morning. We are mostly in the 50s, and then today we'll reach the upper 80s. Our sky watchers have us at 59 degrees in Deerfield this morning, 54 degrees in Clinton and New Hartford. And if we take a look to the south, we're a little bit cooler, 47 degrees in Hartwick and Lawrence, and 45 degrees in Morris. But today is going to be warmer than yesterday. We'll be in the upper 80s this afternoon. Still dry on our Yorkville battery. Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Still tracking mostly sunny skies for today with calm winds and low humidity. So although it's going to be hot, it's not going to feel too uncomfortable because it is low humidity. So Nala and her neighbors this morning are super excited about that. Today she will be joining Lucky and Shadow as they sunbathe in the sunshine today. Lucky and Shadow are brothers. They just turned 4, so happy birthday to them. They are excited to spend the day with Nala sunbathing through the window, maybe even hanging out by the air conditioner because it is going to be pretty hot today as we reach the upper 80s. Tomorrow it's going to be even hotter, 90 degrees tomorrow with sunshine. So definitely getting warmer, and then we'll be in the upper 80s again on Friday. A cold front approaches Friday evening. That does bring in a passing shower or thunderstorm, and that cools us down into the 70s over the weekend. But over the course of tonight and tomorrow morning, it is possible to see a little bit of haze. We are seeing some more wildfires sparking up in Nova Scotia. So as we see, here's our smoke map. It is going to be closer to the surface than last time, so it is possible causes some air quality issues, especially for Otsego County, with a little bit of a haze in the Mohawk Valley. But air quality issues are possible for Otsego County because that looks like where most of the smoke is going to go. Looks to be this evening and tomorrow morning. Clears out by tomorrow afternoon. And once again, tomorrow, hottest day of the week. We only see a couple of 90 days per year, 90 degrees temperature days per year. So it is kind of rare to see it this early in the season and end of May, but possible tomorrow as we reach near 90. So on our Skycast today at noon, we'll be in the low 80s already and the upper 80s for the high temperature with some sun. No really any wind today and low humidity. Tonight we fall into the 50s, so we do remain mild again overnight. And then tomorrow will warm up even more. At noon tomorrow we'll be in the mid 80s and then 90 degrees for the high temperature. A little bit of a wind, but low humidity as well. So for today, expect sunshine, calm wind speeds, upper 80s, low humidity, and then tonight we fall into the 50s. Then tomorrow we reach 90 degrees with sunshine and low humidity once again. Upper 80s on Friday. We see a cold front move in Friday evening. That cools us down for the weekend, Gary.
Again, a very hot day for all those riders out there on Friday. It could be a little dangerous.
Yes, upper 80s. It's not going to be humid though, so it shouldn't feel like too uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Hannah, thank you. Looking for some good news to settle in.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And what may have been one of the best months ever is about to end, right?
Yes, so we're pretty warm for the rest of this week, and we're going to be seeing sunshine today, tomorrow, Friday.
What a crazy run we've been on.
Yes, it's been nice.
It has been.
So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are in the 50s, so it's pretty mild. 57 degrees in Whitesboro, 58 degrees in Westmoreland, and we are still dry on our Yorkville batteries from Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking sunshine and warm weather once again today. We'll be a little bit warmer than yesterday as we reach the upper 80s and then 90 degrees tomorrow. So we're seeing sunshine. Will be pretty warm, but it won't be humid, so that's the good thing. Then we see a cold front move in Friday evening. That does bring in a few passing showers and thunderstorms possible that will cool us down for the weekend. So for the rest of today, expect sunshine, upper 80s, calm winds, low humidity. I will talk a little bit more about the hot weather we've been seeing coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it now. Utica police have...
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with sunshine this morning, and we are going to be a little bit warmer today than yesterday. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. Blue skies and sunshine to start, and we are starting out pretty mild as well. Today, we will reach the upper 80s. Our sky watchers have us mostly in the 50s this morning. We have 59 degrees in Deerfield, 54 degrees in New Hartford and Clinton, and a little bit cooler to the south. We have 47 degrees in Hartwick and Lawrence and 46 degrees in Edmiston. But we will reach the upper 80s today, and we'll still be seeing dry conditions. This is our Yorkville battery. Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Mostly sunny skies expected once again. It's going to get hot, but it's not going to be humid and very little wind. So great days to spend outside today, tomorrow, and Friday. Upper 80s today. 90 degrees tomorrow and upper 80s on Friday. So it is going to be hot, but it's not going to be humid, so it shouldn't feel really, really uncomfortable outside like it would feel in July or August when it's 90 degrees. What we are going to be seeing, though, is a little bit of haze is possible this evening and tomorrow morning. This is due to wildfires in Nova Scotia. It does look like it's going to be a little bit closer to our atmosphere, closer to the surface than the last wildfires that we did see. So it is possible that we are going to see some air quality issues, especially in Otsego County. We can see here that's the most amount of smoke and a little bit of haze in the Mohawk Valley. This does clear out tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow is once again going to be the hottest day of the week. We only see a couple of 90-degree days per year, so it is rare to be seeing it this early, end of May, beginning of June. So 90 degrees tomorrow is possible with sunshine, but it's not going to be humid, so it shouldn't be too bad outside. So on our Skycast today, we will reach the lower 80s at noon, and then we'll reach the upper 80s for the high temperature with sunshine, low humidity, and calm wind speeds. Then tonight we fall into the 50s, seeing clear skies overnight. Tomorrow will warm up even more. Once again, we'll reach the mid-80s at noon and 90 degrees for the high temperature with sunshine, a little bit of a wind, no humidity though. So for the rest of today, expect sunshine, calm wind speeds, low humidity, and we'll reach the upper 80s, and then we'll fall into the mid-50s tonight. Tomorrow is the hottest day of the week. We reach 90 degrees with sunshine, low humidity though, and then we see upper 80s for Friday. A cold front approaches Friday evening, brings in a passing shower or thunderstorm possible with a few morning showers on Saturday, but we do cool down into the 70s over the weekend.
Gorgeous forecast. Here is meteorologist Hannah Evans. And Hannah, we're approaching 90 again today, right?
We'll be in the upper 80s today, so it is going to be another hot day with sunshine and low humidity. So right now we are measuring 77 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. Calm wind speeds and once again a low dew point, so low humidity. We are continuing to see sunshine, no clouds in the sky on our Mesonet cameras. Beautiful blue skies continue for today, and we are going to warm up even more tomorrow. So it'll be pretty hot. We'll be in the upper 80s today, 90 tomorrow, so it is going to get pretty warm with some sunshine. And then we drop to the upper 80s again Friday, so still hot, but we do see a cold front move in Friday evening that brings in our chance of a brief shower or thunderstorm. It cools us down to the 70s for the weekend. So for the rest of today, expect sunshine, expect to reach the upper 80s, and I will talk a little bit more about this hot weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A boil water advisory is in effect for the
WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking sunshine this afternoon, clear blue skies, and it is getting warm. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. We can see blue skies, not a cloud in the sky here this afternoon. Another mostly sunny day, and it is going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday with our highs reaching the upper 80s. Our sky watchers right now have us right near 80 degrees, 78 degrees already in Old Forge and Otsego, 79 degrees in Clinton, and hitting 80 degrees in Mohawk. So it is going to warm up a little bit more to the upper 80s today. Another hot day, but no humidity is expected. We are dry on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and today we will be seeing calm wind speeds, dry conditions, and mostly sunny skies. Overall, another nice day outside. Nala and her two neighbors are really excited to sunbathe. Today, she is saying hi to Lucky and Shadow, who are two brothers that just turned 4 this month, so it's their birthday month. Nala will hang out with them today in the sun and the warmth. We are going to be getting a little bit warmer than yesterday, so yesterday already felt hot outside. Today, it's going to feel even hotter as we reach the upper 80s. And today it is possible to see a little bit of haze as we head into this evening. We are seeing wildfire smoke from Nova Scotia, so it is possible to see a little bit of haze, especially south of the Mohawk Valley, and it is going to be closer to the surface, so air quality issues could impact Otsego counties. Just keep that in mind for this evening. It looks to clear out for tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to get really warm. We'll be 90 degrees tomorrow, so We only receive a couple of these days for the season, around 5 to 6, so it is kind of rare to see this in the beginning. We're still in spring, kind of just June 1st, 90 degrees, so it is going to get pretty warm tomorrow with sunshine expected, but still no humidity. So if you did want to mow the lawn today, tomorrow, Friday, all great days. There is going to be a cold front that moves in Friday evening. That brings in the possibility of a passing shower or thunderstorm, but during the day should be fine. So on our Skycast today, we will reach the upper 80s with sunshine, and then tonight we'll fall into the 50s with clear skies. Tomorrow will warm up even more. At noon tomorrow, we'll already be in the mid 80s, and then we'll reach 90 degrees for the high temperature with sunshine continuing. So for today, expect highs in the upper 80s, really warm conditions, a little bit warmer than yesterday, and then we'll fall into the 50s tonight. Tomorrow we'll reach near 90, even hitting 90 degrees for most of us. With sunshine, we'll be mostly sunny throughout the day on Friday, still hot in the upper 80s. We do see a cold front move through Friday evening. That brings in the possibility of a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm. That lingers a little bit into Saturday morning, but then we'll cool down for the weekend. Gary?
Definitely warm out there for the ride for missing children come Friday.
Yes, 80s,
Yeah,
but not humid,
Yeah.
so it shouldn't feel too bad.
Yeah, still hot out there. Be careful for them.
Yes.
Hannah, thank you. Now to Washington. Welcome back. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And what a gorgeous day out there today.
Yes, we are seeing bright blue skies and nice sunshine and warm weather.
A lot of people out, and we saw the kids from Waterville head up to Forestport to head out on the water. It looked gorgeous.
Yes, it's really nice out. So here is a look now at our downtown Utica. We're seeing clear blue skies once again. Not a cloud in the sky. Temperature at this point is at 77 degrees at the Rivers Park Airport in Rome with sunshine and lower humidity. The dew point's only at 51 degrees, so this indicates low humidity. So it's not feeling too uncomfortable outside. It's just hot. If it was more humid, if this number was higher, we actually would be seeing some cloud cover as well. But we're not seeing any cloud cover. It's going to rain hot this week. We'll be near 90 tomorrow with sunshine again, so getting pretty warm. A cold front moves in Friday evening that does bring in a shower and a passing thunderstorm and cools us down for the weekend. So for the rest of today, expect sunshine, upper 80s. I will talk a little bit more about this hot weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Convicted murderer Leslie Van Houten of
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking sunshine, beautiful blue skies this afternoon, and it's going to get pretty warm. So let's take a look now at downtown Utica. Blue skies and not a cloud in the sky to be seen. A really nice day with low humidity, but it actually is going to get hot this afternoon. Our sky watchers already have us right near 80 degrees, 78 degrees in Old Forge and Otsego, 79 degrees in Clinton, and 80 degrees in Mohawk already. We will be a little bit warmer today than yesterday with highs reaching the upper 80s. We are still dry on our Yorkville batteries from Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking dry and sunny conditions today with very little wind and once again low humidity, so it should feel okay outside. It's not going to feel too hot because it's not going to be humid. We are seeing some wildfire smoke once again, though. This is from wildfires up in Nova Scotia. This time it's going to be a little bit closer to the surface. So it is possible later this evening around dinner that we could be seeing a little bit of a haze in the Mohawk Valley and south. And in Otsego County, it is possible that some of this smoke could cause some air quality issues. So keep that in mind, but it clears out quickly. It clears out really early tomorrow, and then it looks to stay out. Tomorrow it's going to get really warm. We'll be seeing sunshine once again, and it is possible we'll hit 90 degrees. We only have a couple of these days for the year, around 5 to 6, so it is kind of rare that we're seeing it so early in the season. It's still spring, so it is possible tomorrow, but once again, it's not going to be humid like it would be in July or August. So if you did want to do any yard work, mow the lawn, I would definitely say yes today through Friday. It looks to be dry. Our next chance of a brief shower, maybe a thunderstorm, looks to be Friday Friday evening as a cold front moves through. So on our Skycast today, we will reach the upper 80s, seeing sunshine, and then tonight we'll just fall into the mid-50s with clear skies. Tomorrow we'll continue to see sunshine. At noon we'll already be in the mid-80s, and then near 90, in the 90s for the high temperature with sunshine. So overall, really hot days coming up, but it's not humid. So for today, expect sunshine, warm weather, upper 80s, and then tonight we fall into the 50s. Tomorrow we'll reach near and in the 90s for most of us with sunshine, upper 80s tomorrow, or Friday, excuse me. A passing shower or thunderstorm is possible Friday evening due to a cold front, so that cools us down for the weekend. Gary.
Anna, thank you. One EMT is bringing down the number of 911 calls.
The forecast tonight, we bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. What a day out there today.
Beautiful day, very warm outside, but we've seen plenty of sunshine again. Let's take a look at the current temperature, 86. It's very dry outside, though. The dew point is 49, although it is a little bit higher than it was earlier this week. It is still low humidity compared to what we would see in the middle of summer. Still a very warm day, and that sun angle very high. It looks like we're going to hit 90 tomorrow, or at least make a decent run towards that. Should we hit 90, it would be the first of the year. We average between 5 to 6 days of 90-degree weather in the summer here in central New York. And again, these stats are coming out of Griffiths and Rome. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, it's looking dry. Our weather headlines. It stays hot through Friday. We might hit 90 again Friday, although it will be a little bit tougher with the risk of some thunderstorms later in the day. Some cooler weather ahead as we head into the weekend. This evening, temperatures in the 80s, sunshine, again, beautiful weather ahead. We are tracking the heat as we head into the next couple of days and how hot it makes the pavement. Look at that forecast coming up. Back over to you.
Northern Rivers Family of Services.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A beautiful day across central New York. A reminder that sun, as it gets stronger in the sky, does have some negative effects, and the biggest one is on pavement. It gets really hot on asphalt and concrete on days that we hit 90 degrees, which tomorrow looks like it'll be our first one of the year. The air temperature doesn't reflect the surface temperature, and during the heat of the day, so this would be between 11 a.m. to about 2 p.m., so it's not the whole day, but when the sun is highest in the sky, this is a look at temperatures of the surface. Asphalt gets as high as 140, concrete 125, and even the grass can be warmer than the air temperature. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is that it's not time to walk your pets during the afternoon time. You want to get your walks in the morning or in the evening time, because pets' paws begin to burn in 5 minutes at 120 and less than 1 minute at 140, and that's the kind of weather that we'll be seeing tomorrow afternoon. Another way to tell, just to be sure, if you can't put your hand on the pavement for more than a few seconds, your dog's paws won't be very happy about that either. Live look at the Utica National Tower Cam overlooking Cooperstown. Just a beautiful day. Again, lots of sunshine. We're dry. It remains dry on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, our high temperature tomorrow, close to 90 degrees. It's hot again Friday, but we do have some cooler weather ahead. There will be a cold front that backs in from the northeast and brings us at least the chance for some showers and thunderstorms late Friday, along with some cooler weather. Wanted to give a shout out to the 4th grade class at Bradley Elementary School. I got a chance to visit the whole group here, and I'm going to step out of the way, make sure everyone's watching, everyone can see their kid. We were talking about earthquakes in addition to a little bit of weather too, and they had a great time. Live look at the radar and satellite image. Again, pretty quiet out there. High pressure remains in control of our weather. Again, Skycast looks pretty empty here tonight. Tomorrow, sunshine, clear skies. We do cool off this evening, but we warm up very quickly tomorrow. Temperatures will be soaring to near 90. Tomorrow, or I should say Friday, we start out dry. First half of the day is okay, but late in the afternoon and early in the evening, we have some thunderstorms that could pop up, and they move in from the northeast, kind of an unusual direction for that, again, because we have a backdoor front. So we will be watching Friday afternoon. Right now, the severe weather, or at least any damaging winds or hail, that looks to be relatively low. Mild tonight, down to 55 tomorrow. Sunshine, hazy, high of 90. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Ride for missing children on Friday. That is going to be a very warm day. 89 for the high. Some showers here early Saturday. Sunday is looking cooler. Temperatures in the 70s this weekend. And we have a chance to get some much needed rainfall here. Not heavy rain, but hey, anything is better than nothing. We have been really, really dry the last 3 weeks.
If it's not frost, it's dry conditions. Is it safe to plant? I'm just kidding.
I hope so. Make sure you water, though.
All right, Bill,
Absolutely.
thank
Thanks,
you.
Bill. Well, the sun is beating down this week. Don't forget to let's get you back to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. And we're talking about eating ice cream fast.
Yeah, it's a nice evening to get out and enjoy ice cream, but you may want to eat it pretty quickly here this evening with temperatures in the mid 80s. So it's not going to be really fast, but you definitely will notice the ice cream melting faster on such a wonderful evening. It's very comfortable conditions, and we are going to be talking about some lovely weather here again. But we also have to keep in mind that it's very hot during the day, so it's better to take the dog out for a walk in the morning or the evening time. And if you're going to be doing that this evening, the weather will be looking better. Again, the later the better. Our sunset time is after 8 o'clock. Actually, it's closer to 8:30, so you have long evenings to get out and enjoy that. Tonight's featured dog is Nikita from Herkimer. And if you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. We're looking dry on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, this evening, temperatures will remain in the low 80s. A hot day tomorrow and Friday before cooler weather arrives for the weekend. We're tracking that and some much needed rainfall, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. It was a gorgeous morning.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Beautiful weather is going to continue over the next couple of days. We really could use the rain, and we are looking to Friday evening for our first chance of getting rainfall. In fact, let's take a look at our chance of rain here over the next 48 hours. Again, it's pretty much zero here through Friday. It's expected to be another sunny day tomorrow. And then Friday, our rain chances will increase later in the afternoon. I think by 3, 4, 5 o'clock, we may be seeing a few thunderstorms in the area. Again, it's been really dry. I know the weather's been very nice. It's nice to have the sunshine, especially for a holiday weekend, but it does have consequences. Not only your lawn getting dry, your garden getting dry, but it is starting to negatively affect some of the farming taking place across the area. So we definitely could use it. And again, we're looking ahead to Friday, at least for our first chance of seeing rain. A few more chances looking beyond that. This is a live look outside. Oneonta is where we're at. And again, we're looking at sunshine across the area. It's dry. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Hot tomorrow. Temperatures close to 90. It won't be a humid 90 degrees, but still a hot day. We're in the upper 80s Friday, but a cold front arrives, and that brings us some showers and storms and some cooler temperatures as we head into early next week. Alder Creek 84, Barneville 83 degrees, Mohawk 84, Inlet, Eric checking in with 82, Cooperstown 83, Westford 79, Carroll and Worcester checking in with 86 degrees. So we've got high pressure in control of our weather that's been bringing us sunshine over the past several days. This system is going to very slowly move to the east, and we'll see a cold front march in as we head into Friday. That cold front, by the way, comes in from the northeast. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, we cool off tonight. Temperatures drop down into the 50s. You can open up the windows, air out the house. Tomorrow, we're looking at sunshine. Temperatures in the mid-60s at 7 a.m. will climb into the upper 80s in the afternoon. Again, maybe 90 degrees in Utica. The weather remains dry tomorrow night. A backdoor front arrives on Friday, and that's going to spark off a few showers and thunderstorms. Not until the afternoon time. So we're dry in the morning. We're dry in the early afternoon. It's not until after, say, 3 o'clock that we have the chance of seeing a few thunderstorms. And they move in from the northeast, so kind of an unusual direction to see storms. Normally, storms move from west to east or southwest to northeast. But again, this front is what's causing those storms, and I think we'll see showers and storms continue into Friday night. Tonight, down to 55, a mild night, but cool enough to air out the house and cool it off. Hot and hazy tomorrow, high temperature of 90 degrees. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Very warm on Friday. The ride for missing children looks dry in the morning. We'll have to keep an eye on the late afternoon for maybe a pop-up thunderstorm. Showers early Saturday, 72. The weather looks dry on Sunday, and it cools off with more shower chances looking ahead to Monday and Tuesday. We'll be right back.
The ice cream truck came up Smith Hill today, Bill.
Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, if you are grabbing ice cream, you're just going to want to budget in a quick feast as temperatures are in the mid-80s this evening. 85 degrees out of Griffiths and Rome. It's a dry heat, I guess. Dew point's 51. Normally it's a lot higher when would be in the middle of the summertime. That also means we're seeing bigger swings in the temperature, so it is going to cool off this evening. Speaking of the heat, tomorrow we might hit 90, and if we do, it would be the first day of the year to do that. In a given summer, we usually see 5 to 6 days of 90-degree weather. And again, tomorrow is our first chance of seeing that. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. It stays hot through Friday, and then a cold front arrives, and that might bring us some late-day thunderstorms and our first chance for some rainfall in quite a while. We definitely need it. Cooler weather is expected as we head into the weekend. Sunny this evening, temperatures in the low 80s. Again, tracking some nice weather ahead. We're taking a look at how the sun, the strong sunshine, and the hot temperatures impact surface temperatures, the asphalt, the concrete, and that's coming up. Back over to you.
In case you missed it, New York City.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Beautiful weather continues over the next couple of days. We do need the rainfall. Looks like we'll get some here late Friday. Before we get there, though, it's going to be a hot day tomorrow. In fact, it could be our first 90-degree day of the season. And a reminder, it's always good to go over this. When the air temperature gets to 90 on a sunny day like tomorrow, especially with the high sun angle, the pavement gets very, very hot. In fact, it could get as hot as 140 degrees. And in those conditions, it's really could be potentially dangerous to take your dog out for a walk. Pets could get their paws burned in just a couple of minutes with very strong sunshine and an air temperature of 90 degrees. So avoid walking your dog during the middle of the day. It's the hours of 11 a.m. to about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which would be the worst. As the sun angle gets lower, this becomes much less dramatic. So the evening times are best to take the dog out for a walk, or the morning time as well. This is a time lapse of the day. Beautiful weather across central New York, just a few fair weather clouds. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, looking dry across the area. Temperatures again trending very warm tomorrow, hot 90 degrees, 89 on Friday. A cold front will be arriving this weekend. This will bring cooler temperatures into the lower 70s by Saturday and Sunday. I want to give a shout out to the 4th grade class. I'm going to step off the screen to make sure all the kids get on TV here. I would get a chance to visit them today, talking a little bit about weather, but a lot about earth science, earthquakes. We actually did an earthquake demonstration. That was fun. And I know they are, and their parents, and maybe your grandparents are watching tonight, so again, giving them a shout out. As we look at our sky watchers, Barneville 83 degrees, Middleville 87, New Hartford 86. Again, just a very warm evening in central New York. Hartwick 81, Harry and Otsego with 86 degrees. High pressure is in control of our weather still. Eventually, this is going to break down and move to the east, but not until late Friday. We're dry tonight. It cools off. We're down into the 50s. You can leave the windows open going to bed, cool off the house. Tomorrow, a hot day. Temperatures rise rapidly. By noontime, we're already 85 in Utica. We'll make it into the upper 80s. We're dry. Tomorrow night, still looking at clear skies. We'll drop down into the upper 50s. On Friday, we're dry for the first half of the day, but a backdoor cold front moves in from the northeast, and this could spark off a few showers and storms. We'll be keeping an eye on these. Again, these move in from the northeast, an unusual direction. And we'll see a few more of these developing Friday night and into early Saturday. Mild tonight down to 55. Tomorrow, sunshine. Hot, hazy, a high of 90. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Right for missing children on Friday. I think most of the day is dry, but we'll be watching for maybe a few late day storms. Saturday, showers in the morning. It's cooler next week with a few showers possible Monday and Tuesday. But yeah, summer's off to a very fast start.
All right, and you're riding on Friday,
I'm not this year, yeah.
Not. It's the heat and the thunderstorm throughout. We need you here.
We need you right here.
All right, Bill,
thanks,
thank you.
Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6, the Utica Blue Sox gear forecast. Time for a first look at the forecast. He's
Hi.
here. The chief is here. 90 degrees possible tomorrow.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye on that number. That would be the first time we've done it this season. We typically get about 5 to 6 days for the summer. A little early this year to get 90 degrees. It's usually late June.
But it'll be a dry heat.
It is going to be a dry heat.
See, I listen to you.
That's actually one of the reasons why we can get that warm, is because when the air is really dry, we get these big swings in the temperature. We don't usually see that in the summer, but we will be seeing that tonight and into tomorrow. In fact, as we look at the temperature trend, we actually had 87 today for the high, so we got pretty close, only a few degrees away from 90, but again, I think we do that tomorrow. We have a chance to hit Friday on Friday. I'm not leaning that way. I think we have a few things that might get in the way, mainly being clouds and maybe a few showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. And then over the weekend, the numbers go down. Much cooler weather is expected. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Looking dry across the region this evening. Our temperature is cooling off. We're 68 degrees. Again, after getting into the upper 80s, we have been able to cool down. And it's going to be a good night to open up the windows and air out the house. Try to cool things off as best as you can. Mother Nature should cooperate here, though. We dropped down into the mid-50s tonight. We are tracking a hot and hazy day tomorrow, and also our next chance of some much-needed rain, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
All right, Bill, thanks.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. The weather has been absolutely beautiful over the past several days as we continue to warm up later in the week. And as we approach 90 degrees, we hit that benchmark where we've got to be careful with hot pavement. During the day with the high sun angle, especially now that we're getting into June and July, where the sun is strongest throughout the entire year, it produces a lot of energy. Have air temperatures of 90 tomorrow. Here's what pavement and different surfaces look like in these conditions at around solar noon. Asphalt could get as high as 140 degrees, concrete 125. In these conditions, paws from your pets burn in just a few minutes. So we want to be really careful. We want to avoid walking our pets during the heat of the day, specifically 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. when conditions like this can come together. And if you're not sure about this, an easy way to check is just put your hand on the pavement. And if it's too hot for you to keep your hand on the pavement, it's too hot for your pets to walk on it. So again, something to keep in mind, not only tomorrow, but as we get into the summer season. Live look at the Cooperstown cameras. This is sponsored by Utica National. Just a lovely night across central New York. Temperatures are cooling off. Again, we're looking at very warm temperatures tomorrow and Friday before a cold front moves in, and that provides us some relief from the heat. We've got high pressure in control of our weather. That's been the case for the past several days. That's been the prevailing weather pattern for most of the month of May. And with no precipitation tonight, that is going to make May a very dry month with just over an inch of rainfall. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, we drop into the 50s. It'll be cool, but not for long. When the sun comes up, it warms up very quickly tomorrow. We're 65 at 7 a.m. Then we're into the mid-80s by noontime. Hazy and hot tomorrow with temperatures close to 90. Heading into tomorrow night, we're cool down into the upper 50s. On Friday, we start out dry, but a backdoor cold front moves in from the northeast, and we could see a few thunderstorms popping up in the afternoon. We'll keep an eye on these. These are expected to move in from the north to northeast, so that's an unusual wind direction. Normally they come in from the southwest, but again, it's all about the direction of that front. Storm chances continue into Friday night before the weather starts to clear out as we head into the start of the weekend. Mild tonight down to 55 tomorrow. A hot, hazy, but not humid. High of 90. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Right from Missing Children's Friday, it is going to be another very warm day for that, along with the risk for some thunderstorms later in the day. I think the storms will be at the very end of that event, as we'll be keeping an eye on that. Showers early Saturday and cooler weather as we head into next week with more rain chances on Monday and Tuesday. We'll be right back.
First look at the forecast tonight. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. If you thought today was warm, tomorrow will be too.
Hot, could make a run
Yes.
towards 90 degrees. This would be the first time we've done this. A little early, but it's a dry heat.
It is, so it'll make all the difference in the world.
We're fine.
You're fine, don't worry about it.
We always joke about this because on
Yes.
the West Coast they always say that. But
Oh, it's a dry heat.
heat's heat.
Heat is heat. Yeah, 90's 90.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot day. Take precautions tomorrow. Drink plenty of water. We're looking at temperatures, again, that'll be near 90 degrees. And let's look at the trends here. We almost hit it today. We hit 87. So I think we'll be able to do it tomorrow. We'll make a run towards it again Friday. I think Friday we come up maybe a degree shy with the risk of some thunderstorms in the forecast in the afternoon and the evening. By the way, we need the rain. We might be able to get some here late Friday. Cooler weather expected for the weekend. Temperatures will settle back into the 70s. It's dry on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, the weather stays pretty quiet for the short term. We are down to 68 degrees, calm winds, clear skies. And tonight, it's worth opening the windows before going to bed. Overnight lows look to drop into the 50s. So at least you get a chance to cool the house off before it starts to really warm up tomorrow. Again, we're tracking our next chance of rain and that cooler weather over the weekend, and also how hot tomorrow's sun is going to impact concrete and asphalt. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. Beautiful weather looks to continue later this week, but as temperatures continue to warm up, we're going to hit that threshold where we really have to start paying attention to the sunshine and the surfaces. So a high temperature tomorrow of 90 means that during the day, during the heating of the day, the air temperature is going to cause the ground to become very, very hot. And again, looking at specifically dark-colored pavement like asphalt, could be as hot as 140 degrees tomorrow, concrete 125. Pets' paws burn in just minutes under these conditions. So we highly recommend not walking your dog during the middle of the day, specifically after 11 a.m. and before, say, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when the sun angle is going to create conditions like this. And again, the pet's paws can get damaged. And if you're not sure about this, an easy way to tell is to just put your hand on the pavement. And if you can't stand doing that, if it's really painful, it's too painful for your dog to walk on that. This is something to keep in mind, too, as we continue to get into the summer season. Live look outside. Cooperstown. Well, the pavement's much cooler now. It's comfortable out there. This is a live look at our Utica National Tower camera. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet across the area. Again, 2 hot days tomorrow and Friday. We're close to 90, and then things start to change as we head into the start of the weekend. High pressure has been driving our weather locally. That's going to be the case for the next 2 days. What's going to happen is this system is going to finally break down, and we'll start to see some cooler air working from the northeast. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, we cool off tonight. The one advantage of the dry weather is it allows for temperatures to drop. We'll be in the mid-50s tomorrow morning, but it also means we warm up very fast. 7 a.m. we're 65, but noontime we're 85. And again, I think we make a run towards 90 in the afternoon, plenty of sunshine. Tomorrow night, we do cool off again. We'll drop down into the upper 50s. On Friday, we start out dry most of Friday, at least Friday morning, Friday early afternoon is looking fine. But a backdoor cold front dropping in from the northeast is expected to produce some showers and a few thunderstorms. And these are expected to move in from the north, an unusual direction for storms. Usually they come in from the southwest. But again, that's where this cold front's moving in from. And again, some showers will continue at the start of the weekend. Mild tonight, 55 for the low. Hazy, hot, but not humid. High of 90.
It's dry.
It's a dry heat. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The right for missing children on Friday, 89. Again, we'll keep an eye on the afternoon and evening. Showers, thunderstorms into early Saturday. Much cooler, but very pleasant weather with highs in the 70s early next week.
It's those sneaky backdoor cold fronts.
Gets
gotta
every
watch 'em.
time.
Gets you every time. All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, you don't want to miss the